I made my money through meme coins and altcoins, not hex. So I do come from a different perspective. I put my money, all my ship gains actually went into hex. A lot of people don't even realize this. I took a bunch out of the market, paid the house off, bought cars, bought a bunch of stuff with it. But I also said, okay, what am I going to do with this money? Okay, let me put it into Hex. I like what's going on with Hex. I like this whole Pulsechain thing going on. This makes sense. I'm going to make it long term. But at the same time, I'm not going to change what made me this money. Like, why would I just stop and just like not do it anymore just because people think that, hey, that's not the way. I didn't get lucky because I'm doing it multiple times. I'm showing people how to do it. It's not a one-time thing. You can look at my portfolio and see all the coins that I've gotten from day one and what they did.
So for the pushback, sorry,
when you decided, early on that you wanted to get into SHIB, was it a calculated decision? Was it a gamble? Was it like, hey, look at this coin, it's gaining popularity, let me throw some money at it? Or did you have like some sort of strategy? Were you throwing money at a bunch of different dog coins at the time?
I'm very selective on how I actually get into coins. I call majority of people that, the Hexicans will call, pump and dumpers. I call them serial apers. What they do is strategic in how they approach it. So let's just say they have 10 ETH. They'll take 0.1 ETH and they'll put it on every project that they see that comes up onto DEX tools that pops up on the blockchain. They don't care what it is. They will put that money in there and all they have to do is hit one. I don't necessarily do that just because you literally do have to be at the computer 24/7 because when a coin pops up, it's going to go, so they do that. I am very selective. Now, how I actually check out a coin and figure out if I want to get in a coin, it's all about the storyline. Crypto is all about the storyline. What makes it go? This whole place is speculative. Everything from Hex to Bitcoin to MRI to SHIB, everything in the whole coin market cap, CoinGecko, is speculative. There's a reason why only 2% of the world is in crypto, because it's a very speculative asset of a bunch of techies who like to figure things out and try to invest in the future. It's who we are. That's what we do. But to me, there is a storyline that goes beyond that. So when it comes to SHIB, there was a storyline that was being created with Elon Musk and Dogecoin. So what I did was say, okay, this makes sense. I see where this is going. Elon is creating a story about Dogecoin and why he thinks Dogecoin is going to be better than Bitcoin, blah, 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 blah. There's always going to be copycats when that happens. You're starting to see it with Pulsechain. You're going to see it with when Liquid Loans does well. You're going to see a bunch of copycats come in. You're seeing it with Hex. You saw the copycats with Hex. Well, what happened with Dogecoin? Well, there needs to be a copycat. There weren't any copycats at that time except for one. Its name was Shiba Inu. So what I did, I said, you know what? Let me put an ETH in this and let's see where this goes. So pumped up, and the storyline was the Dogecoin killer at the time. And I said, you know what? This has a click to it. And I have a feeling this can do very well. Now, fast forward to today, I didn't think it would be that well. Like what it did, it overtook Dogecoin's market cap at one point in time. So I didn't think it would go that crazy, but the way it grasped onto the community of meme coins, it was at a whole nother level that I never saw before. SHIB actually rugged not too long after that. A lot of people don't know this. It went down and it stood flatline for the longest time. But this was during DeFi summer. So during DeFi summer, everybody was talking about DeFi. SHIB went up, did its little thing, just like Hedron did, and Hex did. It goes up, and then it has this hype cycle, and then it comes down. But then it just died. It completely died. Like if you look at the chart, it just died. It flatlined. I actually bought more at that time because I really believed that Elon Musk was not done with Dogecoin. And obviously he wasn't. So then he comes back around and starts tweeting about Dogecoin again. And what happens? SHIB comes back. Then he does a picture of the Dogecoin character, and Dogecoin doesn't pump. SHIB pumps. Right then and there, I was like, we're onto something. So not only that I bought the bottom, now this thing is pumping to the storyline that I thought from day one that was going to take off, and it's taking off. So it did a pump, and I will never forget. I was walking my daughter to the park, and I look at my phone, and my SHIB was worth $40,000 from a pump. And I look at my phone, and I go, oh man, I got to get back home. So I got my wife and my daughter there, and I'm like, okay, we need to get back home. And she's like, what's going on? I go, my coin that like I didn't think really was going, like I didn't think it'd be worth $40,000 right now, so we need to go back. So she's like, all right, so we rush back home. It's now worth about $15,000. So just like then, boom, cut in half. And I said, you know what? I could cash out right now, or I can just hold this thing. And then it went to $10,000. And then I said, ooh, this run could be over. Just like every single person thinks about. Every meme coin, it pumps and it's over. And I said, no, because nothing has changed. And Elon is going to do what Elon's going to do. He will talk about Dogecoin again. And SHIB will pump because of it, just like it has the last 2 times. So what do you know? Elon Musk talks about Dogecoin again. SHIB keeps pumping and getting crazier and crazier and crazier. This whole time, I'm creating videos, which people will say I shill, which I'm a shiller. We're all shillers. We tell the next person about Hex. Guess what? We have a bag of Hex. So you're going to shill. You're going to fill before you shill. That's what I call it. Fill before you shill. So I'm going to shill out and I'm going to market SHIB. So I was kind of looked at as the guy that was helping people hold SHIB and not sell it so soon. And I was making these videos, which people call me lieutenant at the time. I was making these I was kind of like the soldier leader of, the SHIB army. And I was making these videos and these promos about telling people how you should hold in crypto. And that's how you're going to make it. That's how it's done. And a big collection of people were just holding and not selling. And as these pumps kept going, there wasn't lower lows because people were just holding. And then people turned, and I lie to you not, you can see I've got a following that's just die hard. It's kind of like the Richard Hart effect. Richard Hart made a bunch of people money by just holding. And there's people, I made a tweet one time and I said, put $150 in and it could change your life. And just hold. If you can risk $150, just hold. And in that time, though, those people that put that $150 in they made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Changed their lives. People that went and ate more money, they made millions. Now I obviously ate more than a lot more than $150, but I believed in the storyline. I believed that, hey, this thing can keep pumping. And then all the training that I did just led up to that moment, and it just hit. It hit. And then I seriously, that meme coin season of that time, I applied that thought process to multiple coins, and I realized that, hey, I have something, and now I'm building this community of people that are willing to hold and learn these storylines and how to get things going. So it's actually the same philosophy as Hex. It's just riskier.